Police in Knox County say good neighbors is what led them to arrest several people in a home burglary.
And here in Cumberland, a neighborhood is on the road to recovery where a rodent problem once was. I'll have more details coming up.
Gloomy skies continue tomorrow, but when does sunshine return? I'll have more on that right now at 5:30.
Dedicated to Southern and Eastern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. 3 people are arrested in Knox County after police tracked a series of thefts from one home off Highway 1304. WYMT's Hannah Reynolds talked to neighbors that saw and heard what was going on.
On State Route 1304, the couple that owns this house have been great to their neighbors on all sides.
They are very good people, but in the past 2 or 3 years, they've been very sick, so they're not living up there.
But on this unique stretch of highway, neighbors have wireless alarms that ding when someone goes up to the hill to their home.
We see people going up the drive up to the house, and they come back down with truckloads of stuff.
When they flew down the road, shattering several pieces of furniture, they knew something was up.
And it alarms all of us because, we could be next.
Police say they were actually witnessing just one part of a large string of burglaries.
Usually we don't see a burglary to this extent, where they totally just clean the contents of the house out, furniture and all, including bathroom fixtures, living room fixtures.
They even stole 3 vehicles from their garage. That is why police believe Taza Bowling, Jeffrey Gray, and Ledger Asher are only 3 of the people involved. Their arrest thanks to vigilant neighbors.
And we greatly appreciate those people for doing that.
Most of the property was returned, but police are still looking for a 1990 model Mercedes-Benz that was taken from the garage. In Knox County, Hannah Reynolds, WYMT Mountain News.
All 3 of those men were charged with organized crime. There are at least 2 more arrests expected. A 13-year-old is accused of making a bomb threat in Wayne County. Wayne County Middle School was on a soft lockdown yesterday because of that threat. The sheriff's office says a student claimed to have a bomb in their backpack. The threat was made through an app. It was shared with several students nearby who have the same app. Investigators were able to identify the teen who made the threat. The 13-year-old is charged with terroristic threatening. In Rowan County, a man was arrested for allegedly stealing mail. Deputies say Stephen Puckett was taking things out of other people's mailboxes, opening letters, then wadding them up and throwing them on the ground. One victim said a letter that was stolen had a check for $365. Deputies say when they caught up with Puckett, he also had several IDs and gift cards that did not belong to him. He's facing several charges, including theft of mail matter, wanton endangerment, and drug charges. Investigators are back at the scene of the helicopter crash that claimed the lives of NBA superstar Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and 7 others. Today, we're seeing for the first time ground video of where the chopper went down. It shows crews combing through what's left of the chopper after it slammed into a hillside Sunday morning at nearly 200 miles per hour. Since the helicopter did not contain a black box, investigators are scouring the scene for electronic devices, including the pilot's iPad, passenger smartphones, and any of the cockpit avionics that may store flight data.
We look at the communications with ATC. We look at whether what were the weather briefings that the pilot was provided, what were the flight plans, if any were filed.
Pilot Ara Zabayan was experienced with more than 8,200 flying hours. He had special clearance to fly in deteriorating weather conditions just before the crash. The NTSB says the pilot tried to climb to avoid a cloud layer. Some experts say he may have become disoriented. Others who died, Alyssa, John, and Carrie Altabello, Christina Mauser, also Sarah Chester and her daughter Peyton.
kind of a little bit of a gloomy day here in the mountains, but we've seen those clouds kind of break up this afternoon in some areas. Looking over into our National Weather Service camera in Jackson, 38 degrees, kind of still dealing with those mostly cloudy skies, peaks of blue up there. But if you're looking into Whitesburg, they were dealing almost with those mostly sunny skies a little bit ago, and their temperatures into about the lower 40s. So they got a little bit warmer with that little bit more of sunshine they saw a little bit ago. Satellite and radar, you could see the clouds breaking up down into parts of the Cumberland Valley. However, Big Sandy region definitely seen those clouds throughout the day. And as we head into tonight, most of us going to get back to those mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures dropping into the lower 30s, and it's kind of been gloomy and chilly over the night or over the past couple of days. Good news, will we start to get warmer. Bad news is we're going to see the gloomy weather continue as we head into the next few days. We'll talk a little bit more about that and when we're going to see rain again coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Paige. The Kentucky Senate approved a bill to require doctors and other health workers to provide life-sustaining care for an infant born alive after a failed abortion attempt. The bill now heads to the House. The bill's lead sponsor recently said he was not aware of any instances in which an infant was born alive in Kentucky from a failed abortion. He added that the bill is needed to prevent it from ever happening. Legislators and local leaders gathered in Frankfort today to celebrate the good done by nonprofit organizations here in the Commonwealth. Leaders from the Kentucky Nonprofit Network announced a new bipartisan caucus to work alongside the General Assembly. Executive Director Danielle Kaur says being able to work alongside lawmakers will make a big difference in supporting the mission of Kentucky's nonprofits.
You know, what we try to remind legislators is they are key to Kentucky's quality of life. So we love to talk about new jobs and new businesses, but that doesn't happen without nonprofits. Healthy communities, educated communities, access to the arts, protecting the environment, and nonprofits are woven through all of those things.
Officials tell us nonprofits employ more than 150,000 people across Kentucky. That makes them the fourth largest employment sector in the Commonwealth. Some changes could be coming to high school graduation requirements in Kentucky. Republicans from Whitley and Madison counties filed House Bill 87. It will require graduating students to complete the free application for federal student aid, better known as FAFSA. Schools would have to develop ways to help students complete the form, and certain students would be able to obtain waivers. Well, Justin Bieber is coming to the Bluegrass later this year, and tickets go on sale soon. His Changes Tour is coming to Rupp Arena at Central Bank Center August 18th. Tickets go on sale the same day as his new album comes out, February 14th. Of course, that's Valentine's Day. You can get your tickets that day starting at noon on JustinBieberMusic.com. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, the Connecticut man accused of murdering the mother of his 5 children is found unresponsive. The latest on the new twist in the case.
And we'll continue to see more clouds, a few more rain chances as we head into the last few days of January. But when does sunshine return once again? We'll have that answer coming up in a little bit.
We'll take a look at how maple syrup could impact the future of eastern Kentucky. I'll have more details coming up.